Hey guys, Laura with Center Stage Magazine, and I am coming to you from CRS here in Nashville, and I'm trying really hard to stand still and hold myself together because I'm standing here with Glen Templeton. Hi Glen, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for having me.
No, I told him, I was like, he walked up and I was like, I'm fangirling. I think I probably even blushed. It's okay.
We both started hyperventilating at the same
I was
time.
like Glen Templeton. He was like Laura Wood. I was like, oh my gosh. We've been talking for a while out here, but let's get serious for just a second. Hip to Be Country. It's a new single that's coming out. Tell us about it.
Well, this is the one that I'm very, very proud of. We're going to target with the Texas radio. This thing says it's my version of the perfect country and western song.
Oh.
It talks about mama. It talks about trains. And it talks about just how cool it is to really be country in many ways. And we try to keep it country, try to keep it real country, and all over the country where we play at, we tour to.
You've been doing a lot of shows in Texas.
Lots of shows in Texas, and everywhere that we tour with, and with the background and the country music that we play, we always get asked, where is our country music gone? Where is it gone to? And I really, really, I love all different kinds of music, but I love to perform and I love to sing country music. And this was just a song that came to heart, came to mind, and we just put pen to paper, and it was something that really started to resonate with the Texas audience, and which is a great platform for any artist.
Oh, yeah.
And it's that rodeo way of life out there, and there's some hip cowboys out there.
There are, and they do tend to say, the real red dirt country in Texas says if you can make it in Texas, because it tends to be a different style, a different type, and they say if you can make it there, you're gonna make it anywhere. I think that's from something else too, but I don't remember. I just know that that's what I always hear about Texas country. It is different, but they have a lot more respect for country and the music itself. So that's exciting.
They stay very rooted with country music.
Yes.
It's very untrendy. I guess if that's a word.
It is now because Glen Templeton said it is.
But there's not much of a trend-following culture there. They set trends, and the trends become roots for their music.
Right.
And our music really resonated well there in the state of Texas, and down in Louisiana, and anywhere particularly that there are rodeos or anything of that nature, fairs and festivals. The music tends to resonate really, really well. So we're really excited about the new release of this. Should be the middle of this month of February. And this is the very first time we've targeted just specifically to Texas radio. But we're really excited, looking forward to it. It should be a really, really great year. It's going to be a great platform for us.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what happens with this one. I mean, as I said, I was fangirling, but I've followed you for a long time, as I think a lot of people have, if you look at his YouTube numbers and things like that. And of course, I'm going to bring this up because I have to. I could not talk to you without talking about it. So I'm telling my parents this weekend, I was staying with them, and I said, so I'm looking at my schedule, and I'm like, oh, Glen Templeton just popped up on there, and then I thought I'm gonna play with my parents for a minute. So I pulled up. That's my job. Conway Twitty's song, and I hit play, and my dad said, oh, you're playing Conway in there? Will you turn it up? And I said, oh, it's not Conway. And he said, that is too Conway. And I said, it is not. I'll show you right here. And I said, that's Glen Templeton. So we sat and went through YouTube looking at your songs, and Goodbye Time and Hello Darling, and they were just blown away. And so I think you reach a whole different genre with that. But how did that start for you? Because there was a personal involvement with the family in you starting some of that, correct?
Originally, Conway was one of the artists that every aspiring singer wants to listen to because of just his presence and the emotion that he had in his style of singing, and he, among others, were just huge heroes of mining and heroes of country music. And there was always just some similarities, from what I understand, vocal-wise, that we had, and there will only ever be one Conway. However, I demoed a song a while back, and this is before the Conway show began, for Jared Neiman had written a song, and they were pitching it actually to another artist, and one of the family members sang backgrounds on the song, and just it kind of evolved through one background singer singing on it, and then the family heard it, and then they were putting together a touring musical, and then they got in touch with me, and so it was one of those moments where just by word of mouth, it surfaced, it rose to the top, and there were a lot of auditions when they were putting together the musical in the very beginning, and I was really, really proud to get the call, because it was the very first time I'd ever stepped foot out on any sort of major performance stage.
Yeah.
And they were thinking of, there had maybe 5 people that they had narrowed everything down to, and I can't remember how many thousand people may have auditioned for the role. But 2 weeks later, after we auditioned, I got a call from the producer of the show who said, "We have hands down selected you. The family was well behind me on having you come aboard if you're still interested in the position of playing, in the role of playing Conway Twitty." And I really didn't know what to expect, what to think, because it's one of those moments where you don't know what to expect. You don't know anything to do other than say, let's put it in drive and go, saddle up.
I mean, it's like, okay, I want to do this because I love him, but oh my gosh, I don't want to do it because I don't, is it going to stay true to him? Is it going to be what, so I can imagine.
Exactly, so it was big shoes to fill, but what the honor to even be considered for the role. I mean, nonetheless, having had the role, but just for the consideration was, it kind of blew my mind.
Well, and it wasn't just voice. It wasn't just vocal. It was also movement. I mean, if you can look it up on YouTube, some scenes from the Conway musical, and you embodied him. It's like you were Conway when you came out on that stage, which was amazing. It's amazing.
And that took some work. That took some work. There was a lot of preparation for this show, and a lot of training myself to actually not only have the inflections that Conway had, but just to be more defined and pinpoint more of what he really did and how he articulated in order to be able to pull that off. The idea of the show was Conway was supposed to have been an image, just supposed to have been a figment of the imagination. And so after having had the Conway Twitty show go on for probably, I guess it was a year and a half or so, there were just a few things that took place that I felt like I was not necessarily, I was almost losing a little bit of identity by becoming this role, this character, and it was, I kind of lost a little bit of identity of the true reasons why I moved to the city of Nashville to become a singer-songwriter and a touring artist. So I went back into the studio and started recording more, and out of that we had our first EP to go out, and got our first record deal, and since then we've had a radio success. Has been a #1 song on XM, a #3 song on XM, a song that charted on Billboard magazine, and you know what, everything has just been a dream come true, and I have to say, I don't owe anything other than just to the fans of country music for where my career is now, the balance that I have in my life, country radio for playing our music, and as long as my fans never tell me no, I'll always have a career, and so I have nothing but the utmost respect for country music and the people of country music and the fans for giving me an opportunity to live out a dream come true.
Yeah, and what a way. I mean, what a way to start, and then, realize when okay, I need to step back here for a minute and remember who I am, and then now you're coming out again with something true to you, which is, I'm so proud of you. I don't think that he's that much younger than me, but I'm still going to say I'm so proud of you as an artist, as a fan of yours too, but standing here as a journalist just in general. I mean, it's great to see those stories happen, and now that I've met him, one of the nicest guys, and very humble. You'll make sure you check out Glen Templeton. Look for the new single, hopefully coming up very, very soon. And where can people find you? Social media?
They can find us on the social media. We also have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter following. They can go to glen-templeton.com. And I'm out there.
Okay, and Cheyenne Frontier Days, we were just talking about y'all. Have him back out there. He'd love to come back. Thank you so much, Glen, for taking the time with us.
Thank you so much.
I hope we see you again real soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in to our interview here at CRS 2018. Be sure to like us on social media, follow us, share us with your friends, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.